just let the audience gather. Tell me when we're up to sort of like a decent level so I can start talking. Destination Dusseldorf. Okay, folks, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I know there's people tuning in from all four corners of the globe, so good day to you, wherever you are. There's always one screaming kid on your standard departure. Anyway, good morning. Yes, we are on board. One second.
Good morning from the flight deck. Captain speaking. My name is Richard O'Brien. It's my pleasure on behalf of British Airways. My colleague on the flight deck, First Officer Michael Norman. In the cabin, senior cabin members Sam Miller, crew Sabrina, Catherine, and Charlotte. We'd all like to welcome aboard British Airways operating flight to Dusseldorf. We are almost ready to go. There's one passenger who unfortunately didn't make it to the gate, who has a bag in the hold, so we've got to get rid of that bag out of the hold, and then we can be on our way, so it might delay us by 5 minutes or so, we'll probably be going in about 7:30, something like that, maybe 25 to 8, 5 to 10 minutes on schedule. Apologies for that. Do what we can to make up that time en route. Once we do get going, have a flight time of an hour, climbing up to 33,000 feet. It's supposed to be a nice day when we get to Dusseldorf, and smooth flying conditions on the way, so we'll be turning the seatbelt signs on at some point. If we have to turn them back on, please turn to your seats, fasten the seatbelts, and have them visible to the crew. We'd always recommend that whenever you're seated, you have them loosely fastened anyway. I have the pleasure of doing the flying on the way to Dusseldorf, so I'll speak to you later on with the arrival time and the weather. If we're going to be any further delayed past the 10 minutes I've already said, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'll speak to the crews. Enjoy the flight. Thanks.
Well, there you go. Obviously somebody not made it, and the delay will be having to remove their baggage, and you don't know. Well, the great thing is that these days I can feel it. I can feel them moving the crates around now. You can just about see over the other side there. That's exactly what they're going to be doing now, removing the good thing is that everything's barcoded, so they'll know exactly more or less the location of that particular piece of baggage, where it's located in the belly of the aircraft. As you can see, that one sliding out now. It may be on the middle container, in which case they'd have to remove a number of containers to access that specific container. Then obviously access the baggage inside that container. That is what will take the time, unfortunately. So it's either going to be slap bang in the middle, right at the bottom, or right at the front, one of the two. But yeah, I'm sure there's a reason, good enough reason for that individual for not making it. Could be traffic on the motorway, could be not feeling well, could be a number of different things. Anyway, so we are headed to Dusseldorf for the Saturday show, yet another all elite show for my elite members, and you are most welcome to join us if you wish. A little bit later on, just look on the left-hand side, at the bottom left-hand side of your screen, and you will see the website. Just head to the website, is where you can become an elite member. And of course, being an elite member, you get to join us on all these elite-only shows, as well as the feature shows that we do, as well as obviously enjoying discount in the merchandise store, which you can also check out on the website. So they're moving the steps away. We're actually on a remote stand at Terminal 5 at the moment. Sometimes gates A4 A1 to A4, A7, around about there. Some of them are remote, so we have to access the aircraft via coach and then walk up the steps. Old school styly, which I personally don't mind. I prefer to access an aircraft from the apron. And yes, so this is the second time back at Dusseldorf. We were there literally over a year ago. Yeah, so just over a year ago we were over at Dusseldorf. So we should expect to see a number of exotics, at least see the Cathay Pacific A350, hopefully, maybe the ANA Dreamliner if we get time, certainly Emirates A380 coming in and possibly even going out on the show, as well as all the usual apron action and taxiing aircraft, pushbacks, close-up stuff. Might even get a dancing baggage handler, who knows. So hope everybody's enjoying their morning. We've got a bit of a lineup. We are operating from runway 09 right this morning. I think they've just switched the dual runway landing operations as they do every morning up till around about 7 a.m. They will have dual runway landings here at London Heathrow, regardless of whatever operations they're on. But we are on 09 operations, so we have a easterly wind, or the winds will be in an easterly direction. Looking at it, I can just about see the SOC, and it looks like a direct easterly straight at us. So hopefully I can keep you entertained for the next few minutes whilst we wait. So we are on board an 18-year-old British Airways A319. So slowly but surely British Airways will be phasing out these 319s and 320s in favour of the new variant, the NEO, the NEO, which if you look over there, just about see the back end of an A321 NEO, which is one of the newer aircraft that British Airways have been receiving. This one next to us is an A321, older variant with the IAE, International Aero Engines, bolted to that one's wings. So I hope everybody enjoyed the show from Stansted on Wednesday with the guys at Cargo Logic. We certainly had some tremendous feedback from them, and I want to give a big shout out to the guys at Swissport as well for all their efforts and highly professional operation those guys have at airports all across the world. If you're a regular traveller, you will see Swissport you will see their logo around many airports around the world, as well as here in the UK, as well as the guys at Donata as well, DNATA. Donata, another handling agent.
Cabin crew doors automatically cross-check.
Okay, what I'm going to do is just out of respect for the cabin crew and also for the passengers, I'm going to go silent when they're doing the procedures with the cabin crew. Looks like we may have located the baggage. I think it's coming out of the starboard side of the aircraft. There was a pretty decent lineup earlier on. Most of the stuff going out at the moment.
We're now going to brief you on the
Here we
safety
go.
procedures of this aircraft. We ask that you remove your personal headphones until the end of the briefing. All handheld devices, including mobile phones, must be in flight safe mode, or switched off or held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger devices, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed away safely. Finally, please ensure your window blind is in the open position for takeoff, and as a reminder, smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board. If you have any questions, please ask a member of your cabin crew. Thank you.
I'm the director, Chubodichi.
I'll take it from here.
What?
Hello. We'll now demonstrate the safety features on this aircraft. Please pay attention, as these may differ from an aircraft that you've flown on before.
The name's G. Chubodichi.
Hand baggage should not block the aisles or exit. It must be put under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. Please place items in the locker carefully, as they may fall out and injure someone. In an evacuation, you must move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you.
I'm feeling shaken and stirred. Joanna Lumale. Joanna. Right, have you done block work before? Yeah, you have. Okay. Action.
All exits are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now by our gorgeous cabin crew. Please locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind this may be behind you. In an emergency, low-level lighting will guide you to an exit. Your crew will now point this out for you.
So you've done prop work before, I can see you have.
Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. High-heeled shoes must be taken off, as they may tear the slide. Don't worry, you'll all still look absolutely fabulous without them. Is that strictly necessary?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise people won't know who you are. You're playing someone who's very interested in seat belts.
Seatbelt.
Yes.
Please now fasten your seatbelt. It must be worn whenever the signs are on, and it's fastened and adjusted like this, and opened like this. Seatbelts must be worn when the seatbelt signs are illuminated, but for your comfort and safety, we recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times. How was that?
Yeah, it was amazing. I really felt the relationship between you and the seatbelt.
If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. Masks like this will appear automatically. Stay in your seat, pull the mask towards you, place the mask over your mouth and nose like this, and breathe normally. Adjusting the band to secure it. Please note the bag may not inflate. In all the washrooms, you may need to pull on the coloured streamer to release the mask. Please make sure your own mask is fitted before helping anyone else, if you want to help anyone else.
What I need from you is a little bit of a oomph. More oomph.
Your life jacket is underneath your seat. If required, please remove the jacket from its container and pull it over your head.
You're getting there, David. Come on, keep going.
Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at the side, like this. To inflate, pull the red toggle. The air in this jacket can be topped up by using this little mouthpiece. There's also a whistle and a light for attracting attention.
Don't stop now. Come on, come on.
And please do not inflate your life jacket until you've left the aircraft.
Too much. You've spoiled it. Before takeoff, please ensure your seat is in the upright position with armrest down and your table is folded away. If seated by a window, please ensure the blind is open. See, there we go. That's more your level. Well done. Thank you, darling. Cappuccino, you have 4 sugars?
Actually, I've come to read for the audition.
The thing that you must audition.
Got 3 BAFTAs, actually. Smoking is not permitted anywhere whilst on board, and this includes the washrooms, which are fitted with smoke detectors. Using e-cigarettes is not allowed either. Is that okay?
Please switch all devices to flight safe mode now. Handheld devices must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger devices, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed in your luggage for takeoff and landing. When not in use, devices must be switched off and disconnected from the seat power socket. Before moving your seat, please make sure your devices are safely out of the way. If lost, please don't move your seat and let the cabin crew know. Will you just stop doing that?
In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, you will be told to adopt this protective brace position. Please study the safety card in your seat area, as this includes important safety information specific to this aircraft, such as brace position and the location and operation of the doors. If you have any questions, please ask your cabin crew.
And now, the reason this is so close to our hearts.
Naomi, over to you.
You'll also find the Flying Start donation envelope in your seat area, and it would be wonderful if you've got any spare change in any currency, if you could find it, take it out, and put it in the envelope.
On behalf of British Airways, Comic Relief and Flying Start,
Thank you for your attention and your kind donations.
Every penny of which will help children all over the world living really tough lives.
If you have any questions, or you can't find your safety card, or if you've mislaid your magical Flying Start envelope,
Please ask one of your cabin crew members.
And have a good flight.
There you go, startup number 1. Okay, folks, we are back in the room. Okay, going to have a lengthy pushback now because we are right at the end of 09. That's the one benefit of being remote down this far. Gate 524. Literally almost the last gate on the airfield. If you're familiar to London Heathrow, driving around London Heathrow on the perimeter road, you'll just about see this tail as you drive past the entrance to okay. So a little bit of a queue. We'll probably be 3rd or 4th out, and we'll keep this running as long as we can. Aileron set to 0. Probably going to see some speed brake checks, flaps and slats. Looks like we're just about done on the pushback. Number 2 startup.
Thank you, cabin crew. Seats for takeoff.
Now, just a question for anybody, just to answer anybody who's wondering whether or not what I'm doing is actually allowed. The cabin crew and staff have been around and checked, and we are good to go with what we're doing. So any negatory people out there who think it's not PC, you shouldn't be doing it, well, you know, it's only a video. Okay, 321 Neo going out. Interesting. Okay, so that may have been the 321 Neo that we saw a little earlier on. She's out in front of us. Yeah, folks, I'm not in the van. Flaps to, I think, 10, perhaps. Slats will have been deployed. Can just about see them dipping now. Should be a relatively short takeoff run. But the good thing is, with these older aircraft, you really get a sense of power when these things go out, because it's a small aircraft, but obviously a very powerful engine. So you're really back of the seat flying. See how quite high up the Airbus sits compared to the 737, which is why the 737's nacelles and cowls are squared off at the bottom to allow a little bit more clearance. You see how tall the main gear, I think that might be Doughty's undercarriage. Something that we're hoping to do with the guys at Safran in the future. Messier, Bugatti, Doughty, I believe, are the three conglomerates involved with the program there, and Safran obviously doing aircraft interiors as well, so something that we'll be addressing a little bit later on with Big Jet TV. Like I say, if you want to watch the whole of the show today, folks, we'd love to have you along. And if you do join, even if you've joined recently, make sure you come on the show and say hello to me, and I'll try and give you a shout out if I can. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of people watching today, so be patient with your comments. And if I miss your comment, wow, that's an old girl. Look at all the repair panels on that fairing. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, so there we go. There's a good shot down runway 09 right. The departure runway, always the same at London Heathrow with 09. Always a departing runway 09 right, arrival 09 left. You never get any aircraft departing out of 09 left. There you go, these are speed brake checks. Flips and slits. Boeing 777 being towed to maintenance. That's an old 200, that is. Wow, that's an old girl. That may be sent off down to Gatwick at some point. Big set of G90s bolted to her. Going up to the maintenance sheds here at London Heathrow, at British Airways, at the top end, where you may have joined us on a couple of shows that we did with their heritage aircraft livery, BOAC, as well as the other two, Negus and Landor. So you just about see down there, you see the Emirates A380 and Qantas 380, which actually arrived more or less together. Good shot down a taxiway there. Right, okay, we are entering 09. I think we're next to go in. No rogue, we're ready to go. Okay, one Lufthansa 321 going out in front of us. Quite rare to see a non-Neo variant Lufthansa minibus at London Heathrow nowadays. Very quickly taking delivery of their Neo variants. Probably see a few of those today. Okay, he's powered up. Just a little bit of an incline onto the runway. And we're good to go, boys and girls. So we'll keep it running as long as we can, but we will see you in Dusseldorf. Look forward to seeing everybody, saying hello to all the elite members. And like I say, if you are a new elite member, make sure you come in and say hello. If you want to find out anything about discount in the merchandise store or any other questions you have, don't forget, please feel free to give questions across to our friendly moderators. And they'll be there to help you. Here we go. Wow, brakes off. Go on, son. See BOAC? United 757. Is it still good? Is it gone, is it? Okay. Oh.